This is a good season. We're all, I think, I mean, I hope they're all saying that too, you know, the thespians. But Narducci and I specifically as writers and the whole writing team are really excited because we feel like we have a really strong emotional foundation for this year. It's about trying to get our brothers back to a place of being good with each other. You know, I think they're as estranged as they've been in a long time, and that, you know, nobody likes that. Nobody likes Elijah and Klaus hating each other. Although Klaus, frankly, right now deserves to be hated. So we're gonna try to find a way for our brothers to, you know, fall in love again, and then within that, there's a whole host of new characters coming in who are going to be doing everything they can to keep the brothers driven apart, and do what they can to take the originals down a peg or two, and so that's going to have an impact on all of our characters. So I'm excited. I think this is a good year.
I mean, Mike was you guys are kind of going back to the Michelsons and like really looking at them and sires and how everything came about. What was the decision? What made you decide to do that and go in that direction?
Excuse me. This is something that we came up with about the middle of last season when we were talking about what the next phase of the show would be. We were having a very successful run, in our own minds at least, with the parents, and that the shape of the season was really about, you know, finally orphaning the original family who had been so mistreated for so many years, you know, as children and then turned into vampires. So when we realized that this season that just passed was about taking out the dysfunction of the family that raised them, then we thought, oh, how great would it be to bring in the family that they themselves created, the first sires of each of the originals. And, you know, it's like, if you look at what our Michelsons did to, you know, their parents, then you can only imagine what these three have in mind for the Michelsons. Yes, hello.
And he told me that he wanted to be the originals, to see Enzo in the originals.
Oh, really, Michael Narducci, changing your tune. I see it. No, I'm kidding. No, you know what? Enzo would be great in the originals. I think that there's some originals that would be great to walk through the Vampire Diaries and vice versa. And I've been saying a lot today that if and when we come up with the perfect idea, we'll of course do it. We just haven't come up with it yet. So that's our challenge. We'll see if we pass or fail.
I've really been enjoying Davina's journey from a tiny little scared kid in basket to this giant legion.
Yes.
In charge of all of these witches. And what is she going to do as her first comes up against clouds? What is going to happen?
You know, the thing that we get to play with this year, which is so much fun with Davina, is that because of the power that she has, she gets to make the rules for the witch community. And her first rule is no assistance to vampires, most specifically, no favors for Klaus Michelson. So she is using her power in all the best ways by ensuring that Klaus and his family get no help from the witches whatsoever. But alongside that is going to come that, you know, the old adage, with great power comes great responsibility. And I think she's going to very quickly realize that perhaps she's bitten off a bit more than she can chew, just in that in order to be a powerful leader and to keep order and to reign over a disparate group of people, it's not always pretty and it's not always clean. And it's kind of like, you know, stepping into the office of the president for the first time and realizing all the things that you have to do that you always thought you would never compromise your morality in that way. And so that's going to be part of her journey, and it's going to be hard on her.
Especially in New Orleans.
Especially in New Orleans.